How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the video. Dylan Johnson here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a leg workout. Now with this is going to be a little bit different from my typical leg workouts because I'm trying something a little bit new here, and that is I'm going to be trying a twice a day split for my legs kind of for the next couple weeks and see how I like it, meaning I'm going to be training like my posterior chain, so my glutes, my hamstrings, and my calves in the morning. And then in the evening or after work, I'm going to go in and hit my quads and then probably a little bit more calves. Now, the reason for this is primarily because with me increasing my cardio kind of from this week moving forward, I've found, or well, from last week moving forward, I've found that I haven't been able to hit legs as strong as I would like to when I'm trying to do legs twice a week on top of doing cardio 4 or 5 times a week plus. So long story short, this one is going to be a twice a day leg split. You don't have to do it twice. You can do this whole thing in a single workout if you want to, but I warn you, it is a pretty intense workout. So we're going to go over the first half here, and this is going to be focusing on our posterior chain like I mentioned earlier. So our hamstrings primarily, our glutes, and a little bit of calves thrown in at the end. Now, starting off, we're going to be doing a superset between a stiff leg deadlift and then a weighted good morning, as you can see here. Now, on the stiff leg deadlift, we're doing 2 warm-up sets, kind of 8 to 10 reps, just kind of getting into the movement. Don't necessarily need to focus on controlling our speed. Just get things loosened up, get things warmed up. I've already gone through and done a bunch of warm-up movements and some warm-up dynamic stretching, things like that, just to kind of get things going. But then I also started off with 2 warm-up sets before actually getting into some heavier weight, because that's what we're going to be doing today. Is we're going to do 4 working sets of fairly heavy weight. So I'm working around 6 to 8 reps and then trying to rest about like 60 to 90 seconds between supersets. But immediately after I finish my stiff leg deadlifts, I go straight into good mornings for my 4 working sets, where I was doing kind of lighter weight. I mean, I was only doing about 50 pounds. But I was just kind of really repping it out. So kind of increasing the volume, pumping a little bit more blood into the muscle, and just kind of going from there. I haven't done good mornings in a long time, so that kind of felt good to give that a try. Now, a couple things to note with stiff leg deadlifts: really focus on keeping a nice straight lower back. That's the biggest key to those. Also avoid completely locking out your knees, because that's going to help put you at risk of injury. So keep a little bit of bend in your knees, keep your lower back super straight, and then go from there. Now, once we finish that, we're going to move into what I call a stagger set on lying leg curls. What this is it's basically, as you can see, I'm staggering my reps. So I'm going about half the rep, pause, finish the rep, pause, half the rep, pause, finish the rep, pause. So I'm staggering, as I said, stagger set, staggering these reps. We're going to do this for 4 total sets, and then once you hit around 8 to 12 of these staggered reps, then you're going to pump out an additional 3 to 5 normal reps. On those normal reps, you don't necessarily have to worry as much about your form. Just focus on trying to pump those through. Really focus on trying to push past failure. Use a little bit of momentum if you have to. The point here is to try and push past those plateaus and those sticking points. You see there, I took a little bit of even a rest pause before starting these additional reps. But yeah, that's going to be 1 set, that whole thing there, and we're going to do that 4 times. Now, once we finish that, we're going to move into a wide stance Smith machine squat. On this, again, we're going to be doing 4 sets of around 8 to 10 reps, and we really want to focus on keeping that really wide stance, but our feet are going to be a little bit further forward in front of the bar, as you'll see in the next shot here. We're also not going to be going super heavy because we want to be focusing on that bottom portion of the movement. So again, we're trying to work that posterior chain, those glutes and hamstrings primarily. So we don't want to be excuse me, we don't want to be overloading the weight too much, because then we're going to tie in a lot of quads with this movement. So as you can see here, my feet are in front of the bar and I'm basically sitting straight down and into the movement. That's really allowing me to work my glutes, work my hamstrings, and I'm not going super heavy on the weight. That's crucial to this movement. Make sure you have your form down before you start adding weight. But this is one great movement. I haven't done this in a long time as well, mainly just because I haven't had the chance with trying to get all my other exercises in before. So something that I really do like about this kind of twice a day split is I'm able to incorporate a little bit more on each muscle group than I normally would, because again, I'm having that little extra time. Now, once we finish with that, we're going to move into another wide stance movement. This is going to be a wide stance leg press. On this, we're going to do 3 working sets, keeping the weight fairly heavy, again, really focusing on that bottom portion of the movement, so we're hitting that glutes and hamstring. And we're going to do about 10 to 12 reps. Now, on the third set, what we're actually going to do is a full drop set. So what that means, and I didn't end up recording it here, but basically you're going to pull off 1 plate from each side, and then you're going to do as many reps as you possibly can. And then you're going to pull off another plate and do as many reps as you possibly can. You're going to repeat this until you have no weight on the bar at all, and you're just going to try and rep it out as many times as you physically can before you feel like that weight or that platform is going to just come crashing down on you. So like I said, I didn't record this one. My memory card died, I think, or something. I just forgot to hit record. But really try to give that a shot. If you have a workout partner, it's great to have them help you strip the weight, because the goal here is you want to try and rest as little as possible. So you're just trying to go from one to the next, into the next, into the next, and just crush the rest of the legs. So this is an excellent to kind of burn off with and finish out those glutes and hamstring, or yeah, those glutes and hamstrings. Now, once we finish with this movement, we're going to go straight into a calf press on the leg press machine. So you can see I dropped the weight down a little bit, and then I just kind of started focusing on really controlling my tempo. So with this calf press, I did like 5 working sets, around 10 to 12 reps, followed by like 3 to 5 plus partials. But the biggest thing here is on those 10 to 12 reps, I'm really focusing on holding that peak contraction. This is what's going to help us develop those calves a little bit more, break down those muscle fibers, and just really kind of force those calves to grow. So holding those calves on the positive portion of the movement, that peak contraction for about 3 to 4 seconds, and then nice and slow on the way back. Pause all momentum at the bottom, and then drive it back up. So that's going to be pretty much it for this morning workout. Again, this was hamstrings, glutes, and calves, the kind of posterior chain. Tonight, after the rest of this video, we're going to go into the quads portion of this workout, so stay tuned. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the video. I just want to start off by saying I am feeling amazing today. Had an awesome leg workout. Crushed 40 minutes of cardio, hit about 430 calories. For some reason, I always really like doing stair mill or just cardio in general after I hit my legs, because I don't know, my legs are already numb and dead, so I don't really feel it for the entire duration. Kind of started hitting a wall right around like 30 minutes, but just pushed through, hit that 40-minute mark, burned 430 calories-ish according to the machine. Did the whole thing steady state on a 7 setting on the stair mill, but overall I'm feeling really good today, and yeah, just pretty damn good start to the morning. Like I've said before, if you guys haven't tried doing your cardio in the morning fasted, just to kind of start your day off, I would highly recommend it. Definitely gets you going, gets you in the mic, gets you going, well, helps wake you up for the day and just kind of starts your day off right. But anyway, one thing I want to talk about is, you notice with this workout, and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. But if you guys noticed that we're only focusing on glutes and hamstrings. Now, something that I'm going to be trying, because I'm doing so much more cardio kind of this week and moving forward with the cut, is I'm going to be trying to do twice a day leg workouts. So in the mornings, I'm going to focus on like the back of my legs, the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, a little bit of calves. And then in the evenings, kind of like right after I get off work, I'm going to head over to the gym and I'm going to work more on quads. So just kind of breaking my leg workout down into 2 separate workouts so that I can really focus on isolating each individual muscle group a little bit better, hit them a little bit harder since I'm only going to be working out legs once a week now. So I'm just going to kind of give this a try, see how it feels as of right now. Really great leg workout this morning. Legs are feeling amazing. Went heavy on some stiff leg deads, which I haven't done in a while, but they felt really good, so I'm going to be sore tomorrow. But anyway, we're going to move on. I got to get showered. I swear I lost like 5 pounds of water sweating out on that treadmill this morning. I didn't even wear my sweats or anything. I just went, and it was really hot up in the cardio section, so normally I don't sweat very much, but today, like I said, I pretty much feel like I dropped 5 pounds of water. So I feel disgusting. I need to go shower. I need to go get my breakfast ready. And then we're off to work. Let's go. I gotta be real quiet because my wife is still sleeping, but look at this. Oh, you guys so cute. Yes, Milo. She is passed out. Curled up with Milo on the pillow. Oops, zoomed in. She's gonna hate me for showing that. Alright, I gotta shower. Let's get ready to go. Alright guys, just finished cooking up breakfast. As you can see here, got 2 whole eggs, 3 egg whites, a serving of the ham Lunchable meat that I use, 1 whole English muffin, sourdough, with just a couple little squirts of the, I can't believe it's not butter, 0-calorie butter spray. And yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit of salt and pepper and season these bad boys, and then I gotta eat this and head out. So, like I said, so far it's been a pretty good morning. And let's hope the day continues this way. I will see you guys after work. Alright guys, just got off work. Sorry if it is a little bit loud. We're currently getting a nitrogen delivery, so the truck is kind of idling behind me. It's not nearly as loud as it was just a couple seconds ago. But I am getting ready to head to the gym. Just got off work, and before I head to the gym, I'm having kind of a pre-workout snack here. So I've got 2 rice cakes with about 5 grams of almond butter on each of them, so 10 grams of almond butter. And I'm just going to kind of eat this while I drive to the gym, which is literally just around the corner, but it's about 5:15, 5 o'clock, so I'm sure I'll hit some traffic. But anyway, we're going to get going. I will see you guys there. Bye. Welcome back to the video, guys. Welcome back to the commentary. So now we're going to get into the second half of our leg workout for today. As you can see, I'm just taking a scoop of pre-workout straight to the dome. I was pretty exhausted after work, being on my feet all day. My legs were definitely starting to feel it. So needed something to kind of give me that kick and help me through this workout. But moving on, we're going to get started, and we're going to start straight with a single leg extension. So this is a machine that I have actually never done before, but I really liked the way it felt. It kind of allowed me to kind of rotate into the movement a little bit more, kind of emphasize the outer sweep of my quad, which I'm not able to do as easily on a standard leg extension. But we're going to do like 2 warm-up sets around 12 to 15 reps. Just keep the weight kind of light, get the blood flowing, get the muscles moving, get the joints going, and just like I said, warm up through the movement. Now, once we finish our warm-up sets, we're going to get straight into 4 working sets. With this, we're going to be focusing on doing 10 to 12 pumped reps per leg before switching back to an additional 3 to 5 kind of forced reps after they've taken that kind of rest pause. Now, what is a pumped rep? So as you'll see in this next angle here a little bit better, we're going to go as far as we can, so fully extend the leg, and then you're only going to come down partially before pumping up to the peak of the movement a second time. So what this is going to do is it's just going to force that contraction and hold it a little bit longer, so you're forcing extra blood into the muscle, breaking down the muscle fiber, muscle fascia a little bit further, and just kind of pushing past that plateau. Now, once we finish off those pump reps, like I was mentioning, we're going to switch back to the other leg and just force out another 3 to 5 kind of force reps here. Don't necessarily focus on your form, just try and get the reps in as much as you can and just really pump that blood into the muscle. So like I said, this is a machine that I have never used before, but really wish that the gym I currently go to on a regular basis had this machine, because I really like the way it felt. Now, once we finish that, we're going to get straight into a high bar squat. On this, I did a couple of warm-up sets just using the bar, so no weight on it, just so I could kind of get into the movement. And then I went and did 4 working sets, and with the working sets, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to kind of pyramid down, so starting pretty high, around 15 to 20 reps for our first set. Then we're going to rest around 60 to 90 seconds, whatever you need to, and then you're going to do another set of around 12 to 15 reps. That's going to be our second. Then again, we're around 60, 90 seconds. The third working set is going to be 10 to 12 reps, and then we're going to rest, and our final as many reps as you can get. Now, something to note with the high bar squat here is you'll notice that I start off on the very first rep of these couple of sets by just going all the way down, full range of motion as much as I can. Main reason for that is just to kind of stretch out my legs and stretch out the muscles, because they're starting to get pretty stiff at this point. But another thing you'll notice is my range of motion. So I'm not necessarily hitting parallel, and actually, in fact, I'm actually trying to stop just shy of parallel so that I can put the emphasis and focus on my quads. And this is a recurring theme that you'll see throughout this workout, is we're not going to be necessarily doing full range of motion on certain movements, because as soon as we start breaking parallel, that's when we start tying in that posterior chain, our glutes and our hamstrings, which we've already worked this morning. We're trying to focus primarily on our quads. So going down only kind of partially, might get a few looks in the gym, but again, we're trying to focus those quads. We're not trying to tie in everything else. We're not trying to do full range of motion on this. Now, once we're finished with the high bar squats, we are going to get straight into a standard leg extension. So I went back. This was actually taken when I first started, which is what I wanted to, this is what I wanted to start with, but somebody was on it for quite a while, so I jumped over to the single leg, which I'm glad I did. But now coming back to the leg extension, this clip you can see is a little bit sped up. We're going to be doing 3 working sets with a double drop at the end of each set, but for each working set, we're going to try and do as many reps as we possibly can. Now, something you will notice in the background that I am doing is I'm actually, every 5 reps, I'm pausing at the peak of the movement. So you can see here, pause, and I'm holding that pause for about 5 seconds. Then I do another 5 reps, pause at the top, another 5 reps for as many reps as I can, and many as I can get with that. Now, that's not something that you have to do. This was just something that I felt like doing. Just kind of turns the intensity up a couple of notches, and I just really wanted to burn my quads out as much as I could possibly do, and basically not be able to walk away from this machine, which kind of succeeded. I almost fell over getting up from this machine. But once we finish with that, we're gonna get straight into our last primary leg exercise. This is going to be a narrow leg press. So again, you can see here we're tying in the same kind of idea that we did with the high bar squat. We're going to be keeping our stance fairly narrow. We're not going to be doing full range of motion because we want to target those quads. So we're going to be only going to be focusing on the top half of the movement, and we're going to be doing about 4 working sets of 8 to 10 reps. So not going super heavy, just really focusing on that tempo and really burning out those quads. Now this is actually the last exercise that we're doing for quads. This is a sissy squat variation. I'm not sure exactly what this is called, but this is something that I've started doing and I really like. I'm gonna throw it into all my quad workouts kind of moving forward. Excellent body weight exercise to burn out the quads. Now what we're gonna do is you grab a kind of calf raise block, something that you can elevate your heels with, and then you're gonna just squat straight down while your heels are elevated as high as possible. Big key to that movement is you want to try and maintain as good of a posture or an upright posture as possible so that you keep the emphasis on your quads. You don't want to be leaning forward. You want to just try and stay on your toes, keep your heels elevated, and just focus on squatting straight down and straight back up. Drive your hips forward and squeeze those quads. Feel that burn. Now, once we finish that, we're going to go into a couple of calf exercises. Just doing a calf extension to start. Same thing as this morning, 4 working sets, 10 to 12-ish reps. Focusing on a 3-second pause at the peak of the movement, and then we're going to pump out an additional 3 to 5 kind of at the end there. Now, once I finished with that, then I moved on to a standing calf raise. If you guys have the energy, you can throw some weight into this movement, but for me, I was pretty much shot at this point. I was ready to get out of here. So all I did was leaned up against this rack and just did the same thing, 4-ish working sets, 10 to 12 reps, kind of focusing on that pause at the peak, and then just pumping out as many as I could at the end. Again, these clips are also sped up a little bit, as you can kind of see. But that's going to be it for today's workout. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Alright guys, just finished up at the gym, second leg workout for today. Hit some quads, primarily with a little bit of calves thrown in there at the end. Overall, I'm going to be the first to say this. I definitely did way too much this morning to be hitting legs twice in the same day. I could definitely feel that. I was just super fatigued. Maybe if I was more like in a bulk, then something like that probably would have been fine. But as it is, with me being calorie restricted or in a cut, it was hard to keep the energy levels up there in order to actually get this workout done. Luckily, I was only focusing on quads, which normally I can get a pretty damn good workout if I just focus more like isolation movements, which is what I really tried to do. I tried to throw in a few compound movements there, as you guys saw with the squat, and a little bit there as well with kind of that leg press, keeping the feet narrow. That's also just a great example to show you guys the variation in muscle groups that you can target with a single machine just by changing how you're performing the movement. So as you guys saw this morning, feet high and wide, focusing more on the bottom portion of the movement allowed us to really target our glutes and our hamstrings, whereas keeping our feet more narrow and focusing on that top portion of the movement really allows us to focus more on our quads. So there's a lot of different variations for leg press that you can do, but that's what I chose to do today. And yeah, overall feeling pretty good. Really like that single leg leg extension machine that I started with. Wish they had that at the other peak that I go to regularly. But apart from that, I probably would have been better off going there. One, I like the equipment at the other peak that I go to regularly better. They've got some really nice stuff here, a lot more variety, but I don't know. I just don't particularly like this gym. You know how you just kind of get a feeling for something and you just don't like it? It's kind of the way it feels here. But overall, good workout. Got it in, got it done. That's all I needed to do for this week for legs. Now it's just like another 5 sessions of cardio. But anyway, let's get going. I gotta get home, I gotta eat, and I gotta edit this video because I want to have it up tomorrow morning. So if you guys didn't know already, it is Monday morning, May 14th. So hopefully this will be up by Tuesday. Oh, and I do think I forgot to mention this morning that I did hit a new low weigh-in. So that was another part of the reason I felt so good this morning. 170.2 is what I weighed in at this morning, which my previous low weigh-in was 170.4. So it's only a 0.2 pound difference, but that's 0.2 pounds, so I'll take it. All right, let's head home. All right, guys, just got home. Made up my post-workout meal, so I got my engraved, as you guys can see right there, engraved smoothie stein. Yes, I know it's a beer stein, but I don't drink, so it's a smoothie stein. Patent pending. But I'm gonna have this. This is my post-workout. It's my last meal of the day. And then I'm pretty much gonna be calling it a night. I got a lot of work I gotta get done. Gotta get this video edited and uploading. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe, as always, definitely helps out the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.